And I feel like Vada gon' recap this and say Gotti caught a 30 on the Don road.
So all y'all wanna know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got smoked. That was crazy out the game.
Sometimes SP to nobody that knows body.
Hit his area with 51. Everything in the Vada flies.
When you start rapping like that?
What you cooking up? Got a couple orders and I was hoping you cooked enough. Homie say he'll pay a little extra if we hook it up. Tell me what you need, I got everything that you looking for.
I got everything you looking for plus more, yeah.
Yeah, back at it again. You already know what it do and what it does, man. Got my guy with me.
Showtime SP to nobody that knows bodies.
Promo song by Mr. Let's Rock featuring Chef Trez, Cooking Up. Salute to Mr. Let's Rock, you know what I'm saying? I definitely like the little tune you and Chef Trez got. Hopefully you keep it pushing with the music. If you want promotion for your music, RiceGangClothing@gmail.com or at Vodafly on Twitter. But we are here to talk about none other than John the Don versus Jerry Wess.
Blurry. You still wanna fight, son? That's tight dumb. Nigga, you wanna see 3 of me, and you better hit the right one.
They asked me how I match up with Jerry. It's mind-boggling, because he rather punch, I rather talk. That's cool. My non-violent.
Now, the lead-in, you know what I'm saying? You got Jerry Wess, who went crazy versus Gluezy on the app joint.
The body.
You know what I'm saying? It was very appealing, you know what I'm saying? That a lot of us seen Gluezy's performance and we were appalled. We are appreciative about, you know, Jerry West's appeal and him apprehending his new status, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, I was cool with it, you know what I'm saying? He went crazy. Jerry Wess came in class of about 15-ish, around the time when the Avs, the Mike P's, Emerson Kennedy was around this time. He battled Emerson Kennedy in the Proving Ground. You know what I'm saying? Bangs was around that time. And, you know, even though he had the battle, he never really took off, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't get the big push behind him. And he had the situation with a lot of the MCs face that next level separation. It didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? He battled the late Tech 9, he battled X Factor, you know what I'm saying? X Factor was a cool battle.
He battled, man.
It was cool, like I said, it was cool. He battled Jack Boy Maine, that was another cool battle, you know what I'm saying? But that next level separation, you know what I'm saying? It just never happened. And a lot of people, what happened was, the game was in need of like that next guy. Who was gonna be the next one? Because every year somebody gets that run. You know what I'm saying? Where you get like a Geechee Gotti. He battled damn near everybody in the world in 1 year. New Jersey Twerk battled everybody in the world in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? But it was coming into a new year, and it was like, who's gonna be the new guy? Rum Nitty had his run. He battled everybody in the world in 1 year. He battled rock, surf, everybody one motherfucking year.
The list goes on.
Right?
Bridge,
so many people.
chess,
Right. So you're right. So long story short, Jerry Wess has a performance versus Gluezy that puts him directly in the limelight. Like what? Boom. Then it's like you hear URL, you hear Smack saying they gonna get him some names, put him in front of John and Don. His next battle is versus Rum Nitty. So he's already boom. His first 2 battles of this year are better than his whole career previously.
Yeah, I mean that's well said. That's well said. I mean I've been on the Jerry Wess train since you've drafted me to the Vodafly team, to the Rice Gang squad. And the fact still remains is that now he's finally getting his shot, and I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud. And John ain't no slouch. It ain't been too many people that was, let's say, underneath John that overshadowed John. I even asked a question on Twitter. I was like, is it really hard to beat Nitty? And the only loss that everybody keeps bringing up is the one that John put on. And so, you know, I mean, of course, JC too. But you gotta think about what John has to bring to the table. He doesn't have anything to prove. Only thing he comes to do is your father when it's time to come to school. When he comes to school, it's different when Dad comes to school. He come to beat somebody ass. So John is here to put some foot in ass. But let me tell you something. Jerry Wess is the child that just cannot sit down.
Okay.
He can't be quiet. You can't shut him up.
All right.
And you know I got the notes and I got the quotes, man. Shall I?
No, not yet.
It's
We're
fire,
not gonna do that.
It's fire.
No, see, what it is, right? What it do and what it does, right? I go into this thinking Jerry Wess needs to survive.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like he can't get smoked. He needs to survive. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive.
Got that right.
And I looked at it like this is an app battle, so you can't expect Summer Madness. See, the problem is a lot of people they expect Summer Madness and Gnome and all these big stage performances from app battles. Apps is more like scrimmages, dog. Now, if you get something classic like a Chiller versus Rum, if you get something like that was a volume. That wasn't even an app. How many apps?
No, the app was a twerking
Chiller. If you
Chiller.
get something like that, that's one thing. But you're not gonna have a lot of app classics like that. Not like that. Not like that.
I've been liking what they've been dropping.
I'm saying super classics though, like Chess versus Twerk. The 50 is in the club. You know what I'm saying? It's in the motherfucking club. But no, let's get into it. So my thing is survival. You know what I'm saying? You gotta survive. It's more so about surviving, more so than anything. But did he survive? Did he survive? What's up? Give me some notes, man.
Man, listen,
What's
did he
up,
survive?
Let's get into it, man.
Round one is on John. He says, I think Smack got rookies versus vets. Nah, we not doing that. You call him what you want, but you bet not call him back.
You talking that talk too.
No coin flip, no nothing.
No coin flip.
He just went right on into that.
That's
Okay,
how you feel.
that's fine.
What coin flip?
He says another battler talking about the scale difference.
Okay.
Ticket sales over talent. No, you just lack the talent to sell tickets.
Yeah. Okay.
John gonna talk to you now. He gonna talk to you.
Of course.
He says he probably never got over the hump like a rape victim.
That was nasty. That was nasty.
He says I really tried to push this battle back. I don't think he said don't think the Don is scary. Ain't nobody playing cat and mouse. It takes time and Jerry.
I like it.
It's monetary, money off the bars, you know, commissary. That's if you don't mind controlling your 16s like Robert Kelly.
Yo, he was talking. He was talking.
He says
in that app room.
He says I'll take West Side Gun like I want Conway to die. Slow it down, I just didn't know. That's a Conway to die.
Yeah, yo. Stop playing with me right now.
Hey,
Stop
John.
playing with me right now.
You see, it's a difference between when you throwing love taps and when you throwing them jab checks. Like it's a check.
I'm telling you.
John was throwing some jab checks.
Nasty.
Watch yourself, my man. All right. To me, it's a solid round. He trying to test the waters for it. So, round one is on Jerry. He says this supposed to be main stage. Why are we sitting here? He says I did get a bigger opponent. Hey, Smack. We getting there. Because you know this. Facts. He says, I'm taking John in a small room would be cooler. Mini fridge. Taking John in a small room would be cooler.
Mini fridge, yeah.
Alright, he says, I swing before you pop off, have your whole twisted with true speed. Before the fight, you see the neck and bones cracking.
Bruce Lee, because you know Bruce Lee goes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know I like the comic book bars. He says your battle with Chiller, you beat the Kingpin but couldn't kill him. You the Daredevil? Cause that's just how it was, man. Daredevil wasn't trying to kill Kingpin, but damn it, he needed to. He says he mad I'm coming for that gentleman's 30. Why he acting out? Up here whining down a bitch. I had to take this ratchet out.
Yeah,
whining down.
I got you.
Give him Dex to prove I'm just as smart as you, man Dark. Give him Dex to prove I'm just as smart as you, man Dark. You see my brother in the TV show Dexter's Laboratory. He had an arch nemesis by Man Dark who always said he was better than. Never mind. He says I got road rage. If he hit the road while we in traffic, I'm sparking lead. You would have thought a white person said nigga. Cause as soon as I honk, he dead.
Okay. Fight back, Wess. Fight back.
Listen.
Yeah.
I shoot the Wesson ratchet over the shoulder like, who you texting?
Oh, that was nasty. Come your girl, come over your show. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah,
Listen, my notifications go off. Do.
You gotta
He
hit
said,
him from them angles. You know how to hit them angles.
Or you just
your
got
phone out.
You just sit your phone face down.
Oh, nasty.
He says, you said you better have my. Oh yeah. He says he better have my bread, or the Don is gonna get his teeth missing.
Or the Don is. Yeah.
Or the Don is. They thought it was Eric because they thought DNA was all. He said because all they saw was DNA, and his mother say it ain't John. This ain't John. This ain't John. They just thought he was there. Okay, we'll let it go.
Yes.
It's a toss up for the first round for me, but I like Jerry. To me, this was a little bit more explosive. I do like the love taps from John. It was real, but I like the bars.
But I like John's round more. And the thing is like this. Okay, I looked at it like this. They both had a bunch of name flips in the first. You know what I'm saying? Like Jerry Wess had his name flips, John had his name flips.
Mm-hmm.
I personally liked what John did. I felt it was tactical. I felt his more direct material. Jerry Wess had punches. I like the punches, but John had direct, hard hitting home material. You know what I'm saying? Like and then throughout his battle, a lot of his material was directly based. Jerry Wess had his punches. Jerry Wess had his bars about John, whatever the case may be. But to me personally, the round was very close. But I personally just like John's first. That's a little bit more. And I'm a fan of both.
It's a toss up, like I said, for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like Jerry's because I just like the bars.
Okay.
He said round 2 is on John. He says over 200,000 reactions. Yeah, that's cool. Atman.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's true. Your stock must have got some boost from the app. All you did was take advantage of Easy. And yeah, Jerry hella ruthless for that.
Jerry hella ruthless. Fire.
This is what you... all right. He says, this what you call a risk? Only people on the Apple Watch? Risk.
Yeah.
John... We'll let it go. Okay. He says, you just another check. You don't have to. He said, you just another check. They don't have to write. But you hungry and want to eat. That's why the niggas from the appetite is tactical.
Niggas from the appetite. I like that. See what I'm saying?
It's tactical. Like I said, he's picking apart.
Word flips,
yes,
names, personals, but he's using app because he's saying, Jerry Wess, he got his career off.
Admin. I get it. It's tactical.
Let's get it.
I'm with you. We got something to talk about at the end. He says, you said put your insides back in like deviled eggs? He said, deviled eggs? I mean, they good, but I hate the smell. I'd rather take his insides back out. He only ate the shell. Consistent bar flips, You probably did this battle for free. You ain't worth $1. There's so many ways I'm better than you. Would hurt your honor.
Yeah, I shoot better, my guns better, my clothes better, my hoes better. Yeah.
He said I shoot better. He said that's the way I illustrate.
That was fire. That was my illustrate.
It's my illustrate. He says they ask me how I match up with Jerry. It's mind-boggling. You rather punch, I rather talk. That's cool. My non-violent.
Non-violent. I liked it.
Didn't you say you were a scammer? Let's get into that. You take everyone else's credit. You don't need a pin for that. Tactical John. I'm with you. We gonna get to Jerry though. He did end off his round where he said just because you stuck glue to the chair don't mean you made me get out my seat. John is tactical with these bars. It's nothing, like I said. Now this one, he's throwing haymakers. In this round, first round, heavy jabs. Second round, haymakers. So on Jerry, it took a minute for Jerry to heat up, but he had bars in each single round. I mean, every single time. He says he's gonna feel it in his joint. It's about the rain,
right?
Because when it's about
rain, old people,
old people. There's people that got injuries. Never mind. He says the best way to beat the zone, keep shooting. He can't remember hearing a room like sweeping up the barber shop. He can remember hearing the room. You think they booked this battle because of your skill. They only booked this battle because we both steal. Okay, okay. He says you took from niggas you ain't respect. He said you took from niggas you ain't respected for. I took from niggas with an 800 credit score. Let's revamp that back to the second round where John says, ain't you a scammer? It kind of deflates. I just like it. I don't know. He says he got his own battle league, but as far as status, nobody gets his. Your legacy is like a bad chick mugshots. We don't care what that bitch did.
Yeah, because they'd be like, free the bad chicks with the bad mugshot. Free them, yeah.
That
free them.
I don't care what they did. I don't.
Free shorty on that strap charge.
Especially the one with the green eyes and the bang that was like a little. Yeah. Anyway, he says you still want to fight? He said you still want to fight, son? That's tight, dumb. You gonna see 3 of me, and you better hit the right one.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Danny Myers and drugs.
Still want to fight, son? That's tight, dumb. Nigga, you gonna see 3 of me. And you better hit the right one. They all jumped in at the same time.
To me,
all with the same sweaters on.
It's the similarity as Averb's Big Gerald, because you feel as though that he wasn't doing good in that round until that last line. To me, I gave Jerry, like I said, I can get Jerry 2-0, but I can also debate the 1-1. Because John was tactical too. Like I said, this round is debatable. But I like the way that Jerry kind of negated the whole scammer. It's like he knew that he was going to say something about him being a scammer.
I personally don't have anybody down, not to mention what?
I'm saying, not to mention, John had other angles about him renting a car and having a car rental. I ain't even touched that.
Yeah, that was fire.
You know
like,
nah.
Come on. Nah. You really ran.
You talking about that? Yeah. You want me to keep it light?
Nah, but you said that was fire. That was one of the better bars in the He said having all of the rentals and your budget hurts your enterprise.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Nah, John got the first. What is this guy talking? Let's just keep going.
All right, round 3. Round 3 on John. It gets a little bit heavier too, because he goes, you done enough to be on Summer Aptness 1. Come on, dog. Like
Summer
Aptness.
They made it through the winter. Now Summer Aptness.
We brought you the big stage. We gave it to you for free. Now on the Aptness, Summer Aptness 1. He did an initial skip. John did an initial flip where he was like JJ and JW. See even my JW. The reason to go to my peers hit me, and then he talks about, he said, there's a reason why all the go to my peers, and he's telling Jerry, you're supposed to do this. He said, you're supposed to promote yourself and do your own battles and make sure you're not stumbling. He said, Hitman showed me how to control the room. I'm showing you how to control your career.
Nasty. When you start rapping like that.
This is the
John, when you start rap, win, huh, motherfucker, win. Tell me when it happened. Tell me.
Get the ball.
Go.
Get your ball.
Go.
That's Philly slang, and that's also John slang. Get your ball. Anyway, he said, how do you compare us? It's a no-no. He says, because you created your own status. How did I get a GM and an NBA logo? He's Jerry Wess. He's Jerry Wess, but it's...
the scheme kept going.
Tell Jerry Wess I got his number.
Four. Because Jerry West's number was number 44. That was nasty. Yeah. Nasty.
Then he did another, like I said, John, like with John, he has a tactic where he's not stealing your shit. He's more like dissecting it. John basically does a better explanation other than, you said, I used to hate that shit.
Okay.
So that's what John was like, all right, well, you said this. All right, well, that's cool, because I would have did it like this. And that's what I like about John. He's a chameleon. You know what I'm saying? Anything you could do, I could do better. Or I would have did it like this. I just like that. It's also called the Shank song. So the last thing that I wanted to get from John was where he talked about you shot the toaster He said they shot the toast of the mailbox and in the ceiling fan. I'm trying to air it out because it's like that URL app of shooting anything that don't nobody care about.
Right.
He said the one line I liked. He said, if you shoot my toaster, you better be popping up with some bread.
You better be popping up with some bread. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire.
You know, and then he did I wish he would have did that backwards because he said, but if you shoot my ceiling fan, it's gonna be something else airing from the top. Like I kind of knew it was coming, but I wanted him to pop it up with some bread last. That would have, like, to me, that was the heavier haymaker from those 3 lines. He says, and Jerry's only known for one thing. That sound. He said, when I get done with him, all you gonna hear is, nah, Sean, we ain't booking them no more.
From the background. Yo, John was he be able to take a nigga shit and flip it on him.
Dude, he does it.
Yeah, niggas stay saying, oh, John will take this, take that. He take the shit and he use it and it'll still be better.
Right.
Like, just like the way he did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what about Jerry's third round? Because I like John's third. What's that?
All right, so Jerry's third, it definitely slows down.
Oh, okay.
He loses a lot of the steam.
Oh, okay.
Because he tried to do an angle. Okay. But it's cool, like I said, like with Jerry and the Still John thing, he says, and you still John. You did this and you still John. Clips and Hitman doing Wildin' Out and you still John.
Right.
Says,
Yeah.
You doing music and you still John. He says, twerk no Drake, you know Bow Wow. You still John. Like it was funny, but it didn't resonate to the crowd like that. It was cool, but you know, it was just funny. But then, you know, he says the blade gonna be stuck in your kid head like baby. I don't even want to say it because
baby shark, that's Grandma Shark right there.
Grandma Shark. Grandpa Shark.
Okay.
You know he got kids. Anyway, he says then he slowed up some more, but then he says, I'm holding the chop and I'm holding the top. It's too much in the blender.
Yeah, I know.
I know you know.
It's too much in the I know.
I come in here, yo, you ready to record? Yeah, I got you, B.
Yeah.
He says Facebook status dropping is supposed to go down. Facebook status drop. Supposed to go down. And he says, as far as bullpen, your roster light Sean Paul.
Yeah, the roster's light like Sean Paul. Yeah, okay. Because Sean Paul's a light roster.
He's light skinned. He's like, I thought that was funny. I'm sorry, maybe it was just me. He said, I'll swear I'll take it out. Kids Bop. Once again, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like those bars are cool, but to me, like that third round, it was stagnant. Like you kept the same energy. Bars are still there. The second round to me was the best round from Jerry because I like the three of. It's something different from Jerry.
So you had
No, I had John winning the round. I had John winning the third round. I had John winning the third round.
So you had Jerry West winning the second round and the first round?
First and second.
No, I had John winning the first. John winning the third.
It's no slack. Like it's no slack to John. John is a. So here's the reason. All right, the best way to say it like this. It could go 2-1 either way. I'm gonna say it why because who won the war?
Are you a scammer?
No. I only rob niggas from 800 credit scores.
Oh, okay. I was about to say it gotta be.
No, but when you say the reason why I can argue John to win that because he did what he was supposed to do. Which was basically be a tactician. He was very tactical in the battle. But to me, Jerry West did enough to continue on the Rum Nitty. This proves to me that Jerry West can see Rum Nitty. Oh, and he got some smoke for him. You get what I'm saying? Not to mention Jerry West is more. You figure Jerry West and John was a mirror match because it's about a big antic or an angle or something that's going to pop up out the crowd. Or you get what I'm saying? Like it's something that John does. Yeah. For Rum Nitty, the Jerry West is also a mirror match too because of the bars. It's not necessarily for you. Mm-hmm. It could be for anybody, but now this is bars that's set for them two to be. It's going to be name flips galore. So now, that's why I give it to Jerry.
Jerry West wins. From the perspective of he showed up and he showed that he could perform with the big dogs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the big names, he could survive, he could have serviceable rounds, and there's going to be people that felt like he won. I feel like John won from us perspective of This is the app battle. His first was fire. I liked his second too. And his third, to me, I feel like the third is the clearest round.
Yeah.
The first round is highly debatable. And the second one is kind of like preference, but I went with, that's why I went with John in the first. I liked his first, and I liked his third. But I like Jerry West's material all throughout, and this is just showing me that Jerry West has what it takes. I always felt this way. We were some of the ones that was really campaigning for Jerry West to get bigger names.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So to see him do that, let's not forget. John the Don erases niggas like Jerry.
Facts.
People that are in Jerry West's position,
He's supposed to die.
they get erased. We just seen John the Don versus new niggas in the past couple years. Not many survive.
Not many.
If any, survive. They normally get erased. They normally get their career factory reset. You know what I'm saying? They lose all their functions. They get knocked completely out the fucking game. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't
So
lying.
for him to even have a battle that we're sitting here going back and forth about, that he has one person winning, I have one person winning, because a lot of the time when we recap these battles, we normally have the same
clear
winners.
cut,
You know what I'm saying? So when we have different winners, that's a good thing, because that means John did what he was supposed to do, Jerry West did what he was supposed to do, and we got a good battle. So however you go about picking it, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, you know what? We
What's
don't
up?
ever get interactive like that. Let us know in the comment section below, who do you think won which round? Because on the app, actually let's check that right now. If I check the, because the app is super duper biased.
But you know, like when you say something like John the Don could lose points for flipping ball, you know that's what John's known to flip ball.
He's known to do that. He's a
doing that for his whole career.
He's a chameleon.
He's been
Exactly.
doing that.
And
You know
you
what
can't
I'm
get
saying?
mad at Jerry West for pulling out an antic. You know what's coming, but you know what Jerry West's antic is coming, but you don't know what he's gonna do. And every single Jerry West battle I can think of, I can remember something he did that was fire. Even the one that's not the most mentionable is the one where he did versus Jack Boy Maine. I remember the phone going off.
Right, but you know the thing is, I prefer John's real talk.
Yes.
Real talk.
Yes.
We even said it in the bars. He rather punch. I'd rather talk with my non-violent. He said it in the bars.
MLK the nigga.
He beat it. He did what he was supposed to do. Did they have the reactions or whatever?
Nah, apparently the app over here messing up. The app over here messing up.
Was
Was it? Oh yeah.
But salute to the
Let us
subscribers.
know in the comment section below who you think won.
That notification gang.
All that.
Salute to my guy John the Don. He got the Rec Room 3 coming up. He's got a Saga versus Lada on there. He's got some other battles on there. You know what I'm saying? He's got a pretty dope card coming up. Salute to Bullpen Battles. Salute to Jerry West. Hope to see him do his thing versus Rum Nitty. Enjoyed that battle a lot.
Yeah.
But let's get back to it. You already know what to do.
I know that they want
The low, that's if I call you phone. Dropped another load, brand new glizzy, caught another pole. I been in the cold,